Charlie. Roll tide, roll, say it loud. He don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. Bama blood in his veins, got that crimson pride. F them trees, yeah, we said it out loud. And I love honeybees, now play it proud. We talking football, basketball, big time recruits. If they ballin' in the South, we lacing up the truth. Hood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Tougher than nails, smooth, not sorry. Roll tide, roll, it's in the soul. From Tuscaloosa to the Super Bowl. Wood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie.
I sure do. I still do. And will always play better than three-stroke Charlie. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. Hey, I'm your dude. You know, I don't have to introduce myself. My face says it all and everything. And I'm not even going to prolong the time and everything, because I got my compadre with me, the one, the only, Mr. Oklahoma himself. It's the Bishop, everybody. Good morning, my brother. Good morning to the show.
Good morning, man. Good morning, chat.
Good
Throw
morning.
some fire in the chat. We're here for another day.
Yeah, man. Come on with it. Now, Bishop.
What's
now
up?
You know how a piano man is, right?
Yeah, I do.
Now, but see, I do believe in repeating what you say from time to time. You said caring is sharing, right? Well,
Yeah.
something with you, Bishop. I got my crackers with me this morning.
Got you.
I got my water with me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what's gonna come next.
Next. Sharing is caring.
I got a big bowl. Gumbo. Mm. Mm.
Well.
Early this morning, Bishop.
I ain't mad at you.
Early this morning, Bishop.
Yeah.
and it's kind of extra spicy there this morning, Bishop. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Had this from yesterday. Y'all, I am on this little kind of weight loss journey. Got to get some more weight off and everything. Doing pretty good. And so I'm more into the soup and salad thing. But because we're here in Mississippi, Louisiana area, it's Mardi Gras season, and a lot of gumbo flowing, a lot of crawfish flowing. You know how we do it down here, Bishop. You already know what the business is.
You already know what the business.
There's a lot of different things, a lot of trash pots going, and that's what we're into now and everything. But y'all pray for Piano Man. I gotta get some more weight off. I'm trying to get a little more weight off, Bishop, and become a lot more healthier. The older you get, the more complicated life can get sometimes, and everything. The more your health challenges come. And I want to say this, not trying to be morbid or anything. Good morning, Twister. Other chef this morning. Good to see you, my brother. Roll Tide. One of the things that I think about is that God has blessed me, Bishop. And most of you've heard me tell this testimony that I lost my dad at 19 when I was 19 years old. I just turned 19. And I lost dad at 19, and my dad had just turned 62. And I'm now 64. And I've outlived my dad by 2 years. I want to go some more, Bishop. You see what I'm saying? And so when you realize certain things in your DNA, certain things in your gene pool and everything, so when you kind of take notice to that. And so that's where I am now. So that's why I am doing everything that I can do to preserve my life and to prolong it. Because Bishop, I want to hang around. We're here with you, brother. And we got to cook some more gumbo, bro. We got to cook some more gumbo.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gumbo. So anyway, Bishop, before we do it, wait a minute. Hold it. It was calling my name there, Bishop.
Hey, you good? Hey, Yeah, you're gonna be able to eat that how it's hot though. Because
buddy, and it's hot too, y'all. It's hot. If y'all were here right now, I serve you up some and
yeah.
everything. But let's get to the chat, Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who is in here. Well, the first person I see is good morning, Nicole Covington. Roll Tide. What the business is, Nicole? You know, quit playing, girl, and act like you know. Listen like you know. Talk like you know what the business is, Nicole. What's up, baby? Roll Tide to you. Stephen Hicks and the voice of the No Mercy.
No mercy.
Roll Tide. Stephen. Super Twister is here. TP. Bishop, this your turn. Our boy is here. Come on with it.
TP, are you with me?
Oh, yeah, we talking sports. We ain't going nowhere. What's up, TP? TP, it's all, hey, that softball season about to kick in, TP. Come on now. We going to get it, TP. We going to get it.
We going to get it.
In Alabama, get at it, boy. We're going to have a whole show dedicated to nothing but softball. Because softball is a sport. I love it. And everything. Good morning, TP. Great Sooner salute to you, my brother. Great Sooner salute to you, Stephen Hicks. Carla Hinton, what's up, girl? What the business is, Carla? You know I know you. I know you know what the business is. Girl, you better quit playing and act like you know. Roll Tide, roll. What's up, bro? What's up? Roll Tide to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm not even gonna say a word. I ain't gonna say a word. I'm just gonna do it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna say what I got to say and let the chips fall where they. Oh my God. Bishop. We know who it is.
Yeah.
It's the one. It's the only. It's the Queen Bee herself.
Lady Latoya.
What the business is, Latoya, girl? You know. Girl, quit playing, and act like you know what the business is. I'm gonna tell you, like I just told Nicole, talk like you know what the business is. Walk like you know what the business is. Good morning to you, Latoya, and Roll Tide to you. Yeah, let's go on up the road here. Let's see who else is up in this jig joint. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning. What the business is, Gwen? You know too. Quit playing, Gwen. Walk like you know. Talk like you know. Yeah, turn that corner like you know what the business is, Gwen. Quit playing, girl. It's Wednesday. Let's go on back down to the bottom of the mountain. I think that's everybody. Bishop, yeah. And we today is gonna be kind of a different type show, Bishop. It's gonna be a different type show.
Okay.
I know it's gonna be a little different today. Something I came up with. Now, y'all can't really see my old jersey. I'm not sporting an Alabama jersey today. No, football season is out. I will always be forever a Tide fan. But Piano Man do have greats that he loved to salute. I wear their jerseys from time to time. And Bishop, I have within my possession. I'm wearing this morning. You see look at
Yeah.
This is the authentic O.J. Simpson USC jersey.
Wow.
From the 1960s, the late 60s, early 70s.
Ooh-wee.
O.J., man. The simp. O.J.
O.J.
Y'all say what you want to say about him. I don't care. I was an O.J. fan. And I wore number 30. I wore number 32 when I first got started. When I first got started playing running back, 32 was my number. I loved it because I loved O.J., Franco Harris, Jim Brown, those cats like that. I love number 32. So even though O.J. is gone on, and everything, rest in peace, O.J., to the Jews. The Jews. This is O.J. Simpson, man. That's from USC. So
there you go.
one of the greatest tailbacks that ever walked the field, that ever played. You know, love OJ. Yeah, I got you, TP. TP. Much love and salute to you, brother. He said OJ was my guy when I was a kid. Me too, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. OJ was a whole lot of folks' guy. A lot of folks, you know, disassociated with when all the foolishness started, but I didn't, because you got to learn to separate a person's athletic life from their personal life. And I just wanted to make sure, you know, I just want to rep my man, OJ, man. Yeah, you know, Jeff. What's up, Jeff? Good morning and roll tide. OJ was funny. OJ was funny in Airplane. OJ was funny in Naked Gun too. OJ was funny in Naked Gun too, man. Uh-oh. Guess who else is here, Bishop? Look, Double A is here.
And
What
then
business is Double
oh,
A?
see?
Oh, Double A, quit playing, girl. Act like you know. Talk like you know what the business is. Turn that corner like you know what the business is. Double A. Roll tide to you, Double A. But we're going to do something a little different this morning, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Something a little different. We're going to call this today. It's going to be called I Want to Know Wednesday.
Okay.
I Want to Know Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That's the name. On Wednesdays, we are I told you all that I'm doing things new as we go on into the future of our show and everything. I you know, today, you know, you be kind of come up with stuff and you get to thinking about stuff. And today, Bishop, excuse me, today, Bishop and Twister, hopefully you can get on later. I know you might be working, but if you are, you know, thank you for all you do, my brother. But today, Bishop, there's just some things I want to know. And I put it in the chat in our private chat, Bishop. Get that I want to know question on your brain. Get that I want to know question. And everybody, if the other chefs come in, that's which way we going today. And those that's in the chat is I want to know Wednesday. All right. Now we want to keep it sports related, not political related, not religious related, because that's not what this is about. What is it that you want to know, whether it's about Alabama, whether it's about Oklahoma, whether it's about sports, anything sports related? If you put it in the chat, because right now it's just me and Bishop, and we're gonna go with our what
Go ahead.
Everything, and we're gonna talk
and you
about
need to eat.
Yeah, so we want everybody to eat. We want everybody to eat today. So with that being said, if I see your I want to know and everything, and I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can. But Bishop and I are gonna start this off. So I'm gonna show you how it go. All right. So Bishop, I'm gonna launch the initial first. I want to launch the initial I want to know Wednesday question. All right, here we go. Bishop, I want to know, is this now the era of the Big Ten? I want to know, is the SEC now second place?
Whoa, that is an excellent question. Here's what I would say, and understand both University of Oklahoma and University of Alabama is in the SEC. What I would say is that there's so much parity in the NCAA that now it's not just good enough to win the SEC. You have to check yourself when you get in the playoffs, because there's a lot to it, to where the last 3 years they have taken up a style that used to be prominent in the SEC, but we have taken up their style of offense, and it's been a detriment to shaking everything out and leading to more parity. So here's what I would say. We've been served notice that there's a new dispensation of seasons, and that the same old wineskin cannot go in this new season. And got to find your you got to find your foundation again, and what counts and what allows you to go win natties.
Okay. So, Bishop,
I don't think I just think it's they're doing enough to make sure they're healthier by the time they get to the playoffs. With their type of scheduling that they have versus our scheduling, they might be a little more healthier, but it's still the same old game. If you don't utilize if you don't run the ball and you don't stop the run, you can't win.
So, with the health, is it because of health now that no. Is I want to know now.
Go ahead.
Scheduling now, playing the softies, if you will, because I'm going back to and good morning, Twister, roll tide to you, brother. I'm going back to my initial question.
Yeah.
Has the Big Ten replaced the SEC because of a weaker conference at the bottom, whereas the parity has always been there for the SEC, with the exception of the fact that your teams like your Bamas, your LSUs, your Georgias have always risen up around the top, and now you have to factor in Oklahoma and Texas, where you have and Ole Miss. God, please forgive me, Ole Miss fans. You have the Ole Miss, so now you've got more parity within one conference.
Correct.
So I want to know is the SEC being penalized because of true parity in the SEC? Because think about it for a minute, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Alabama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Georgia, LSU, Texas, Auburn, South Carolina,
Vanderbilt.
Tennessee, Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I'm missing somebody.
Arkansas.
I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay. Well, you go. You run it.
Let me get it. Here we go. Let me get my Bible. Y'all know me. I'm gonna have my Bible. Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, and Alabama, all at one time or another this past football season were all ranked in the top 25. And I'm going back to Alabama, Bishop. Alabama, out of the 11, there were 11 teams from the SEC alone. I'm going to stay on that soapbox because you can't really knock me off of it because it's true. Alabama, out of the 11 teams that were ranked in the top 25, Alabama by themselves played 9 of them.
And we're right there with you.
As did Oklahoma.
But see, I hope everybody in the chat catch what I'm saying. That's why it's so imperative to have competitive depth, because of when we go through our conference, when you hit the SEC competition, there's nobody that's automatic win anymore. Where, you know, Vanderbilt, the Mississippi States, or some of those, even the Kentuckys at times used to be one of those ones that, you know, if you play all three phases, you pretty much guaranteed a win. No more. That's not even a thought. You now have to bring your A game to all games, SEC. And, you know, not saying that the Big Ten doesn't, but there are certain teams that when they come to play them, they have that deal where they can pretty much count it as a win as long as they hit all three phases. And what it is it's almost like the Big Ten took over where the SEC used to have it before even before Oklahoma and Texas came into the SEC. And what they have done, they have studied the standard and have adopted the standard. And what we're privy to seeing is that they had enough of getting beat down and adopted. And that's what you're seeing.
So for the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, not the SEC, but the Big Ten has won the Natty. And the crazy thing about it is, Twister, the SEC, honest to goodness, we get close, but it's no cigar.
Yeah.
And then the other part of that is Bishop and Twister, is almost as if, and here's my last I want to know within the question of my initial I want to know, how long they going to keep pitting the SEC against each other where we're beating each other up, especially when we get to that part of the season? Or is it just something that's going to be, that's just bound to happen? Not something that we have to answer right now, but it's just something to think about, because we can't help it. Oklahoma, Alabama, LSU, and I'm just throwing the SEC teams in it right now, because right now we're just talking conference, not just particular school. But from a conference, it's not any of our faults that we are that good. We are that, the SEC is that deep. It's not the fault of Alabama. It's not the fault of Auburn. It's not the fault of Oklahoma. It's not the fault of Texas or any other top-ranked school. And I'm about to tell you this. Don't look now, Twister, but don't look now. But I'm telling y'all, don't count out Mississippi State, because they got some players there that are actually good. The young man that transferred, I said I was going to get his jersey as soon as his merch came out. I'm going to get it and everything. Those guys actually are good. They were just one or two players away from making that thing happen. And they got a quarterback who literally can play. And that dude, Twister, is he's a running quarterback. He's another, let's put it like this. He's a Jaden Daniels / Jalen Milroe type guy. And the dude can throw as much as well as he can run. So don't look now. You might want to add Mississippi State in there, and they will upset some folks, Twister, and everything. Just hope they don't upset Alabama. But guess what? Alabama goes to Stark Vegas and plays them this year. And we all know when them cowbells get the ringing up there, that's no easy feat. That's no easy matter. So that was my I want to know. Has the Big Ten replaced the SEC as King of the Hill? Good morning, Twister.
Roll Tide, gentlemen. Salute to you, Bishop. Roll Tide,
Luke.
gentlemen. Roll
Yes, sir.
Tide, chat. Salute to y'all, chat. I want to say this real quick. Yeah, we talking about the Big Ten, but here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. The schedules.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, and I know I'm gonna say this, back in the day, we always play the best team first. Like,
Mm-hmm.
remember in the Nick Saban era when we got started, when we played Clemson, they was ranked number 9, we was ranked number 24. The second year we played against Virginia Tech, we were ranked 5, and I think they was ranked probably maybe in the single digits or the lower digits. We used to play better competition first to make sure where we stand in the schedules, where we stand in the whole season. What I'm saying is the Big Ten, they're not playing competition. They just like, okay, it's a team we didn't never heard about. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. It ain't like they playing top teams first and then find out what kind of team they are. It's like they play a weaker team, and when the season go on, now they start playing competition. But what Bishop always say about the gauntlet, we already destroying each other into competition. We already basically beat up till we finally get to where we need to go. We wounded ourselves to a championship with injuries. And while the
Mm-hmm.
other teams, like the big team, was so-called smooth sailing without no problems getting to where they need to go. And the finally, when they get to the playoffs, we are basically all beat up. And some of the teams they play ain't been playing nobody. It's not being biased. That's just how it is. It's like they play a little cupcakes. Man, who did Indiana play? Yeah, they beat us and all that whoop de whoop. But I'm just saying, they play Oregon. They probably competition, maybe a Penn State, maybe an Ohio State, even probably they might run into Michigan. But we in the SEC, we beat the crap out of each other almost every week when they get the SEC competition. Like now you saying that everybody's saying that we going against 9 SEC opponents this season. Maybe this season, maybe next season. But the Big Ten ain't really had no real competition. And that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Um, Twister, in that too, I would like to add in your synopsis of that. I would like to add that the Big Ten does, and I'm going to use the word consistent competition. It hasn't been consistent. Now I'm
Right.
sitting here. I'm sitting here looking at something, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to just pull up a random Big Ten team. All right. Now here we go. Let me pull up. Okay. Let me pull up Indiana. The Indiana. Here we go. Indiana football schedule. All right. I just want to go back.
Yeah, because if you think about it, how you look for that, if you think about it, it's not just that they're healthy, but they don't have to show a lot of their game that they're going to show when they got to the playoffs. And that plays a lot of it, but their foundation is the running game. That throughout the season, they just relied on it. So when it came to the playoff time, they were already situated. It's not that they had to worry about health, but then on top of that, they had all 3 phases rolling and being complementary. And that's what we took for granted. I felt like both of our university took for granted that we really did not establish the run or stay with the run when we needed to.
Mm-hmm. Now here's Indiana's schedule, Bishop. Now here
Go
we
ahead.
go, and this is what Twister's saying. When you look at the schedule, and I'm going with Indiana because they are the newest champion. But
Right.
here's the schedule. The very first game was Old Dominion. Their
Okay.
second game was Kennesaw State. Their third game was Indiana State.
Mm. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep it moving. Their fourth game was Illinois. Then they played Iowa. But let me go back to something about these games, though. All right. When they played Old Dominion, they beat Old Dominion 27-14. When they played Kennesaw State, they beat them 56-9. When they played Indiana State, they won 73-0. They played Illinois, they beat them 63-10. When they played Iowa, they beat them 20-15. They went to Oregon and beat them 30-20. They went to Michigan State and beat them 38-13. They went to UCLA and beat them 58-6. Maryland 55-10. Penn State 27-24. Penn State should have won that game. They went to Wisconsin and beat them 31-7. They went to Purdue and beat them 56-3. Then when they got into the Big Ten championship, they beat Ohio State 13-10. They played us in the quarterfinal, beat us 38-3. They beat Oregon 56-22, and then they beat Miami 27-21. That was their whole, if you will.
Right.
That was their whole gauntlet, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
But my thing is that when I look at their first three games of Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, okay? Let me pull my Bible out. Let me go back to my Bible. Now let me go to an SEC school, and let me just go random. Here's Florida. Let me just use them for instance. Their first three games: Long Island, South Florida, and LSU. What did we say? Indiana, Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State. That's what Twister's talking about. You can't even compare Indiana's first three-game schedule to just Florida's first three games themselves. There's no comparison. Let me keep it moving on that, Bishop. Ole Miss. Remember what I just said about Indiana? Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, and Indiana State. Ole Miss, Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas. SEC schedule from the jump street. And a lot of times, Twister, we didn't pay attention to it. But a lot of these SEC teams were already hitting that gauntlet from the jump. Now, granted, Arkansas didn't have the best of a team, but Arkansas wasn't no slouch either at the same time. I'm just saying. Let me do another one. Here's one that could possibly match Twister Indiana schedule. Let me look at Vanderbilt, Charleston Southern, Virginia Tech, and then their first SEC game was in South Carolina. They went to South Carolina and blew them doors slap off. But it was in the SEC. So I'm going back to my question again. I just want to know, with all of what Bishop is saying and all of what Twister is saying, when we get to the end result of everything, the last 3 years, the Big Ten has brought home the Natty and the SEC hasn't. I just want to know at the latter part of my I want to know question at the initial part is the SEC being penalized for not winning the Natty because our schedule is a lot harder and we beat each other up and we're wounded and we're this and that. And I'm not making excuses because injuries and this, that, and the third is a part of the game. And now that we're going to a 9-game, like Twister said, to a 9-game SEC schedule, Bishop, does this still favor the Big Ten?
When you paid it like that, it favors.
I'm going back to eating my gumbo now.
Yeah, I go ahead and eat that gumbo because look, check this out. Let's just hey, we gotta tell the truth. Right now, their formula versus our formula, they're just a little bit ahead of the SEC for the simple fact when they get to the playoffs, their schematic scheme of how they built themselves was predicated on the stuff that allows them to gain possession of the time when they're playing because they run the ball so much that they dictate how the game goes. And if anybody knows, that was the establishment of Bama when they Nicholas Saban was running as the coach. He always made sure that the running game was the astute when it got to the playoff time, and they have adopted it. They got tired of getting beat up, and right now they're on top of their game to where it's 1A and 1B to me. And simple fact is they are doing more of the intrinsic things to beat us when it gets to the playoffs.
Just one of my I want to know questions. Bishop, what you want to know?
I want to know, do these coaches, when dealing with this NIL, still have that hunger to build a national natty winning team? Because it seems like that's
a good question.
I just want to know, are they all in? Are they paying attention to the details? That's my question.
That's a good question. I agree with that 100%. To me, and I'm going to keep saying this, I'm still trying to get used to this hint era. The NIL and the money and the transfer portal. How can you build a team up to be established like a run? Like I would say like a dynasty, like build your team up and get them ready for a championship and try to keep that mystique. All I wanted to do is like, now every time we get a team, like, and we do okay, we can't keep the same players the same year. It's always like a different player joins a team or a different squad every year now. These guys probably ain't gonna stay on one team, not even a year. Right. And then they're going to another team. That what really pisses me off. That really pisses me off on that. And I just can't understand it. It's just like we used to seeing all our favorite players on the team.
Right.
And now they are going to other teams because maybe they ain't starting, not no more playing time, and all that other stuff. So I just don't understand it.
All right.
Maybe I would never understand it. That's why I'm like, well, whoever play on for Alabama, I'm going to root for them. And then at the end of the season, here come the transfer portal, and out they go. And some going to be the best players we got.
Go ahead.
Before we go further, welcome to the stage, His Grace, His Eminence, His Highness, His Coach Carl. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, good morning, King.
Yeah, look,
so you talking about him highness? You the king?
That go without saying, but you know, I think, you know. King recognize kings. You know,
There you go.
I got two other kings in here. I got to give you the same. You know, I give you the same accolades that I give them. So I know I'm the king. I mean, you know, I got that part, but you know, but I recognize other kings in. You know,
I was actually born a king, so
wait a
Leo,
minute
see,
now. Hold up
Leo,
now.
Leo.
Now
There
wait a
you
minute.
go.
Now hold up. Now hold up for a minute, there, Coach Carl. Now I thought Jesus was the only one born the king. The rest of them we had to acquire it.
Yeah, we had to acquire the title, but I was born a Leo, so I am a king. I am the king of the jungle.
See, you give a brother a compliment, and here they come with all this other hoopla. Well, if that's the case, if
All right.
that's
So
the case, see this dude crazy. Now you
yeah,
see, now here we try to have here he come with all this crazy talk about he a Leo, the king of the jungle.
Yeah,
Well, if that,
I was born. I'm a Leo, so you know how
yeah.
we always call ourselves king. But
well,
when
you,
it comes
well, you,
when it comes down to this content, we gotta get a prop what a prop do,
I
and
hear
that
you,
be
man.
you.
Well,
That
I'm a
be you.
Sagittarius, and I get what I want every time.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. So, Coach, you
Yeah.
heard you heard. What are your thoughts on what I brought up?
I didn't get it all, Bishop, because I've
Oh
been
yeah,
transitioning.
I was asking my question of, do these coaches, are they all the way bought in to winning a natty with the prevailing
Coaches,
NIL and portal?
coaches.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all the coaches ever want to do is win a national championship, especially if they never won one before. That's their whole goal to get to their game and win that championship. And then once you get there, it's like, it's like anything that's good. Anything that's good, man, sweets. If you go in there in the store right now, you buy you a Snicker and you eat that Snicker gonna be good to you. You're gonna go get you another one real soon
Right.
because it's so good to you. Whatever
Okay.
you get, whatever's there, and you like success. Once you achieve success, you want success. You keep fighting every single week to achieve success again.
You're right.
Once you get to the top, you want to stay at the top, and it's hard to stay at the top. It's even harder to get there. Once you
Yeah.
get there, it's damn near impossible to stay there.
Well, see,
So
the reason my question is that from year to year and from time to time, there's different fan bases that at one time or another are frustrated by the end of the season, feeling like some of their coaches are not paying attention to the details when they're watching film and whatnot. And I just wonder, with the NIL and everything, is it harder for the coaches to stay dialed in when
no,
they
I
don't?
mean
Go ahead.
when it come down to that level, Bishop, most coaches ain't watching the film. Single-handedly watching the film.
Right.
Not
There
at
you
that
go.
level.
That's what I was
You
reaching for.
know,
Go ahead.
they got position coaches that have an analyst inside the room. The analysts that do all the film breakdown.
Right.
So they break down film. They break down tendencies. Like head coach probably gonna say, I need you guys to go through. I need you guys to break down first down tendencies, second down tendencies, third down tendencies. You know, they got down and distant tendencies. Everybody in that film room is breaking down tendencies. That's why they got a whole film staff. They break down film, they break down tendencies, they're gonna break down plays, they're gonna put
Hmm.
it together or how many times they ran this play throughout the first 3 or 4 games of the season. Right, they're
Right.
gonna show how many times they ran this play, how many times they ran that play, what
I
the
agree.
effectiveness of this play on this on what's the effectiveness. Okay, we
Right.
got they ran this play one time and got 3 yards. Next time it got 23 yards. Next time it got 10. They're gonna break it down and do an average of what the play gross. Like they're gonna tell you what the play gross, so they know how to attack that play when they see it. They're gonna show you the film. They're gonna show you the play. Okay, they ran this play here 50% of the time. That's the play that they're gonna rep the most in practice. Plays that they don't run that often, they're gonna rep the play in practice, but they're not gonna continue to focus that much upon attention to it. They only gonna rep the thing that they see the most. The more
Right.
what you see me run all the time, that's what you gonna practice for all the time. And that's how they know what game you coming with. That's how they said all we did was study film. They knew that Bama do what? Drop back and pass the ball. They knew the routes comes up that Bama like to run. Everything was deep and intermediate routes. They never did anything underneath. So they sat on all the deep routes and make you check the ball down underneath, and then they played you that way. Teams watch film. These film guys break down the film and they put it in the hands of the DC and the OC, and then they go in the room when they had the overall meeting, and then they start talking about this, that, and the third. And then you got the position coaches that actually going through there and they breaking down film and they showing they position what they do the most because they get it and it's already be uploaded into their system, and all they gotta do is just go in the system and click on the number. Click on this number, click on that number, and the play already upload. They don't have to do that no more because it's a bigger level. In high school and beyond, the high school and below, you got to do all that yourself.
Yeah. Uh, hey, and thank you for opening it up because I'm going somewhere. Piano Man.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
What's your
okay.
thoughts?
Well, my thing is, are the coaches have they bought in? Are they on the same page and things like that? Um, I think the other question that I would have to go along with that, Bishop, do coaches hold each other accountable?
Don't. This is my gumbo. You keep eating. Don't be jumping it. I'm getting to that.
Well, let me go back to eating then. Go ahead,
Okay, Twister. Twister.
let me go ahead and eat now. Go ahead, Twister. The Twister.
He might be busy.
I'm getting ready to be messy here. Twister, are you looking at a certain person?
Don't start. No.
You wanna answer that question about them holding each other accountable?
Yeah.
Most
No.
of the winning,
Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna get there. Piano Man being messy right now. Look, he up in his gumbo and he feeling himself right now because he know that joke on hit. But check this out. Okay, now Coach Carl, you said that. Now, our universities, they had the same opportunity for 12 games. It got to the playoffs. So now, for Oklahoma, I felt like we didn't pay attention to the details because it was blaring at us. And we missed an opportunity when playing you guys. So, okay, I don't feel like we did. I didn't think our coaches paid attention to the roadmap before them and made the necessary adjustments. So we lost. Now, you playing Indiana. Now answer the question.
Alabama coaches, they didn't pay attention to no details. I tell you that now. Shit, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm telling you that now. They ain't pay attention. The defense paid attention to everything.
Right.
I give Kane Womack his point. Pretty proud. He paid attention. When it come down to that offensive staff, they ain't pay no attention to nothing, man. Nothing. You can see the running backs trying to hit the holes right, and then once the running backs start getting the gaps and start moving stuff, doing things the right way, trying to find hole, being patient. The offensive line coach wasn't engaged. The offensive coordinator wasn't engaged. The head coach wasn't engaged. It was just it was too much. And we heard from the interview from a player what the
Right.
players say. The players said that they looked at Indiana like it's the Big Ten, it's not the SEC, right? So you sit there and tell me that you looking at the players looking at a team like it's the Big Ten, not the SEC. That's a mentality that came from the locker room.
Yeah.
That didn't come. That didn't come from the fan base. That came from the locker room. Because we as fan base, I said it 100 times. They the number one team in the country for a reason.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't care what you say. And they ain't ranked number one because they can't play. They were ranked number one for a reason. It was up to them boys. It was for them keep them folks in their locker room. The folks in their film study. It was folks in that damn coaching meeting. Would should have locked in and say, it's the best team in the damn country. If we go out here and we play any type of way, we'll get our head beat in. What
Mm.
Damian Square said that Nick Saban told them they were playing against Murray State or something right before they played LSU in that championship game. And Nick Saban was in there telling them, you right around here, right? You gonna go out here tomorrow and get your damn head beat in. And they knew they were gonna beat Murray State by a million. But Nick Saban kept telling them that they weren't gonna lose. What
Because
that
he
did,
didn't want them to take the rat poison. I
no,
agree with you.
you take every opponent seriously. I don't
Yep.
give a damn who it is. You take them all serious.
Correct.
If Indiana rolling that bitch, number one team in the country, you know they beat down Ohio State, who we all deem the best team in the country. Why are you not taking them serious? Not
Yeah.
taking them serious is catastrophic. And you see how catastrophic it was.
Yeah.
38-3.
Kianaman.
I'm going to say this. I have been saying, and there will be some in the chat, and I think Coach Carl, I think all of y'all have heard me say that there were issues in the locker room. That there came a point that I noticed that what Coach Carl was saying about the disengagement everybody, of everybody, especially the coaches, there were issues in the locker room, and and and
I'll be
I
right back.
expect that those
Okay.
issues need to be cleared up. I hope they're cleared up, because if not, you're going to have more of the same, and that's why we're discussing this in the spring. Because once spring training hits, Coach Carl and Bishop and Twister, just from Piano Man's perspective, once spring training hits, these issues of what we're talking about, those things don't need to be being dealt with, because they need to be those things need to be should be dealt with like now, at this juncture of your off season, getting everybody on the same page. Because when August and September comes, from where we're sitting, that what we're talking about now, that's not a cool look when you out there playing a Florida State or Georgia or Tennessee or South Carolina. That disengagement look, that non-fire look, that thing like you just don't give a good rip, that look don't look good. And you thought 38-3 being beat by Indiana was bad. Somebody else gonna beat you 50-0 if you come with that same aura about you. No, you got to show some fire. You
Right.
got to show some fire. And I'm going to take it like we take it in church.
Mhm.
We're taught the anointing flows down.
Right.
Good attitude starts at the top and it flows down. If the leader is not fired up, then don't expect the fellowship to be fired up.
Right. And I'll take that.
That's how I see it.
Hey, Twister, you there with us?
I think the cat got Twister's tongue.
I'm still here. I'm still
Okay.
here.
All right. What are you thinking, Twister?
What's that?
See,
Hey, no. Okay. We added a second part to my question. Is like based off of our seasons, University of Oklahoma and Bama season. Now that we went 12 games in, did the coaches pay attention to the details throughout the season when they got into their playoff games? And does the results dictate we're all in?
Maybe Oklahoma, probably your team did, but I didn't see no growth, man, because we still did the same old garbage when we play every game. We didn't adjust. We just still, like what Piano Man said, we was in week 12 doing week 1 things. I didn't see no growth. Only the defense grew. The offense, it's just like they were so-called still developing from week one mistakes. That's what I see.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got I'm heading to work. That's why I got quiet.
Yeah. We got you. We got you.
Yeah,
Head to work, huh? I hear you, Big Daddy Kane.
Stop,
yeah, sure,
stop.
whatever.
Look,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
hey, the reason I asked now, Piano Man,
Mhm.
because I look, when I run my gumbo, I run it all the way.
Come on.
Now, let's get back to your first question.
Okay.
Has the Big Ten, based off of what we stair step, now is the Big Ten taking care of their issues better than the SEC to where they have replaced the SEC as the top?
In the words of Coach Sean, the proof is in the details. The truth is in the details.
There you go.
The last 3 championships says it all. Says it all. And the crazy thing about it, when Michigan won that first one, they obliterated Washington. They did.
Right.
This last championship with Indiana and Miami was actually closer than the other 2. But the Big Ten still came out on top. So it goes back to like what I'm saying, proof in the details. So right now, Big Ten is running it. And I went back with my way too early last week. I think I said watch 3 teams: Oregon, Penn State, and keep your eye on USC. USC's quietly going about their business and putting an assembly, especially on defense. So
Yeah.
I think that the all eyes are going to be on the Big Ten one more time
There you
until
go.
someone else comes along and beats them when it counts. Not just in regular season, but I'm talking about during the playoff time. Now, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The last 3 years, the proof has been right there that the Big Ten is running college football right now.
Well, see, now when we put everything together, you see where our universities, they're not, see, here's the key. We all came to agreement throughout the 12 games. Each university still was not answering the main concern that kept popping up. They would show just enough, but because of their scheme, it showed that they weren't willing to really understand that you had to establish that. For whatever reason, they were pass happy. And what happened is in that transition, our offensive lines, when it came to the running game, was not physical enough to root out and establish the run when you did run. They were decent, but there were times that when it came down to it in the playoffs, you can't just now all of a sudden find the running game. It has to be already ingrained in your DNA and in your scheme. And what happened is both of our university got exposed. Because the truth will always set you free. And let's be honest, it's like when we got exposed, it's not like it wasn't like we weren't already knowing, but we were hoping against hope that they would find it, that they had enough time by the time playoffs to find it. But see, this goes back to what Coach Saban's saying. Your foundation is built off the first game. And if you haven't made the adjustment after the first game, then that's who you are. and you're just trying to play masquerade to try to get through the season until you answer the truth. That's what we ended up is Big Ten right now are willing to answer the truth and do the necessary things to stay on top. Where we're in transition. I would say the Southeast Conference is in transition because we try to add a little bit too much of the Pac-12
Hold
scheme
on,
into ours.
hold on, Bishop. You saying that we on the cover?
I ain't say nothing about no undercover. No.
You said we in transition. What we trying to become?
Well, just think about it though. Uh, when I say that we adopted our OCs. Let me rephrase that. Our OCs that came in, they thought the Pac-12 scheme of how they ran that offense would work in the Southeastern Conference, and they quickly found out uh, that's great for over there, but in this conference, we're built off of our O line and D line, and if you're not willing to establish the run and pass off of that, then you're kidding yourself because when you get to the playoffs, you're going to get exposed.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah,
They knew that in the Pac-12.
I know. That's what.
That's they been knowing that all they whole damn life. From
But
Pee
they,
Wee League,
yeah,
everybody know from the Pee Wee League. If you can't block, you can't win. Somebody got to block somebody to get the fastest guy on the team or around the corner. If you don't block, he can't get around the corner. He can't get around the corner, you can't win. That from Pee
okay,
Wee.
and I agree with you, Coach. Then what happened to Bama and Oklahoma? Why couldn't they pay attention and complete the process and win the Natty?
Hey, I guess because they damn coach never played Pee Wee.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I, I, I
It's the only thing I can see.
yeah, I
Every everybody else in the country, everybody focus on the trenches except Alabama. Oklahoma focus on the trenches. Arbuckle just didn't want to run the ball.
ah,
He had studs back there.
that,
It's a didn't want to.
that,
The offensive line can block going forward. They just couldn't block going backward that well.
right. Well, see, here's the
Alabama can
thing.
block going forward.
Hmm.
They didn't want to go forward well.
And see, no, but I'm glad you said that because that's what I was hitting at is that there's certain coaches that found out they have to raise their game. And what they were focused, what they thought would be able to transition into the Southeastern Conference did not. In fact, it became a detriment because they were 60-40 pass run. And that doesn't
60,
work.
I would took Bishop. I'll take 60-40. You talking about 80-20. In Bama case 90-10.
Yeah.
Nah, man. The thing about physical football
Mhm.
is a lot of folks trying to get away from it. That's why you got the NFL playing flag football for Pro Bowl. They're trying to
Yeah.
get away from that physical football mentality. Now, when you rushing the passer, you can't bulldogging. You gotta lay them down on the ground. So they thinking that physicality in the front seven is only for the defensive side. They just use the back seven on defense. You physical. Your front seven on defense, you physical. Your offensive line, you don't have to be that physical. We gonna just outpass you. You got Arbuckle thinking that I got John Material, dynamic quarterback. I got Ty Simpson, one of the smarter quarterbacks in football.
Hmm.
He ain't gonna turn the ball over. He got a live arm. No, he can't throw the ball deep, but we'll kill you on the knee. We'll kill you in the middle. When people start sitting on their short routes
There you go.
and make you throw the ball deep to your weaknesses, and you can't complete them.
Facts.
Coach Carl,
And
will
when
you
you can't,
please say, Coach Carl, I ain't mean
hmm,
to coach off right there. Will you please say that for the folks in the overflow? Say that one more time for the folks in the overflow.
I mean that's just how I go, man. We watch film. You know it. We watch film. What we said all year.
Yeah.
As long as Alabama can complete short passes, you ain't gonna be able to beat them. But as soon as you start forcing him to feed that ball downfield, when you start forcing him to throw the ball out to Ryan Williams, because Ryan is a deep threat guy, you gotta force him the ball. He ain't gonna be able to complete passes. He's not a deep ball thrower. If your whole offense is predicated on short passing game, and we always said I was cool with the short passing game because it's an extension of the run game. When you can't run the ball, you do short passes. But when the whole world realizes you can't throw the ball deep,
Mhm.
all you can do is throw the ball short. You can't run it, and you can't throw it deep. You sit on the short routes, your offense is dead. There's nothing you can do. You just going out here, you're going 3 and out, sometimes 4, maybe 5 plays and out, but you never gonna move the ball consistently downfield unless somebody just make miss assignment and you break one and get across the 50-yard line. And that's a lot of times Bama was doing later in the season.
Yep.
Our Booker problem was John Material trying to be the Heisman Trophy quarterback
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
and
Come
not
on.
and not just not sitting back and passing the football. When he played Bama, he tried to be a quarterback both times. He got the ball into space. Those guys made plays. But when he was trying to be the superhero, you lose.
Yeah.
Just go out here,
Facts.
line up and play quarterback.
Yeah.
Hand the ball off,
Facts.
pass the ball when the pass come to you. Read the defense. If you a senior quarterback, you should look at a defensive line and see a blitz coming. You see a cornerback blitz coming, you check into a hot route.
Facts.
Don't check into a deep pad, you check hot. You can
Mhm.
see the corners coming. Corner body language tell you whether he's coming or not.
Mhm.
How many times you seen a cornerback square on the line of scrimmage and then he blitz in? Not very often, because that's a delay, and you delay, you burnt.
That's it.
They they
Facts.
they showing that they're coming. They always showing either they creeping down toward line of scrimmage, 1 foot ahead of the other one, or they giving you an indicator that they're coming. Somebody gonna be all set, 1 foot in front of the other one, let you know I'm coming. It's always gonna tip. Only the great ones, only the great corners don't tip their plays.
Yeah.
That's it.
Only the good ones.
Yeah.
And they sit down there, they look at it. Oh, he's coming, and you want down throw the ball 30 yards down the field, or you John Material, you gonna run into the damn blitz
Yeah.
instead of calling the hot route. You can just okay, he's coming. Oh, I'm gonna run his way.
And
That's
see, this
coaching.
is
That's prep.
yeah. Go ahead, coach.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's bad coaching. That's bad prep. That's bad reading on your
Yep.
seniors. Or
Yep.
I mean, it's all in one. Even with Gary Nussmeier came in the #1 quarterback in the country. He proved it at the Senior Bowl, but when he got in that game and he had to throw the ball 900 times a game, you seen that, yeah, even though you talented, arm talent, he now had the biggest, strongest arm neither. We saw that at the Senior Bowl, right, P?
That's right.
But he efficient with that,
Yep.
with that arm, that tie sensitive tight arm. They both efficient quarterbacks. NFL, he don't have to throw the ball 900 yards down the field. They're gonna utilize their strengths. They're not
Uh-huh.
gonna utilize their weaknesses. They're gonna
Right.
capitalize on their strengths. Our team are trying to capitalize on their weaknesses and using their weaknesses against them, trying to turn their weaknesses on strengths, and you can't do it. You capitalize on what you do better, and
That's
then
it.
you try to improve what you don't.
Yeah.
Art Booker, we're trying to turn.
And coach, speak on that more about trying to turn a weakness into a strength when
Yeah.
you wasting time when you do that, and you waste wins and you garner more losses when you do that, and you get people hurt a lot of times when you take that particular approach for a particular scheme that you're trying to run. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. I'm with you, Coach, and I wish that you know what? I think I'm gonna come up with another segment. I might just do that next week. I got to sit down and think about it, and let Coach Carl give a state of the union address.
Well, you know what? Hey, it did anything. Chat, help me. Did anything he lie about, or was that just the truth?
You see? Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you what TP say. Speak on it, Coach Carl. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People are looking. People are paying attention. Wait a minute. I got to go back in the chat. And just give me a minute. And it's something that's here. It is. This Stephen Hicks, y'all. This Stephen Hicks. But it's the truth. I'm just gonna sit that right there.
Yep. See that here's where our coach speak and the individuals who have played the game. When we're saying certain things, even though our team has won, is because we realize when you run against someone that's well coached and disciplined, they will expose you if you haven't addressed a certain thing that should have been addressed in game one, after game one.
I'm telling you. So
See,
Coach
Joe
speaking the truth, man.
With your team, Bishop.
Yeah.
Brent was adjusting. Brent was making sure they adjust throughout.
Right.
I think with Oklahoma, they promised Mateer the job.
Yep.
So they stuck with him.
Yep.
They stuck with him.
Tell the truth.
Once he got injured, I would have went to Michael Hawkins and never looked back. You got a kid that's way more talented than Mateer. Mateer just came in having the better career at that point. You recruited Michael Hawkins. You should have stuck with him.
But see,
out.
This is where politics come in. And what you just said before you said that is so key. It is the mindset of your coaching staff that Mateer, they will riding with him, ride or die on Mateer and what he brings to the team. And it's proof in the pudding. You know, you can't run from it.
Answer me this.
Go ahead.
Was Mateer better running than Michael Hawkins?
No, not even.
Was he a better passer than Michael Hawkins?
Nope.
So what did he bring to the table that Michael Hawkins didn't?
He was
2 years of starting experience.
Yeah, with that coach,
the offensive coordinator, right?
Yep.
With the OC. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You said it. You nailed it. That's why it's a big old softball. Yep, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. If I got a quarterback on my roster that's better than the one you transferring in here, then why do I need to transfer a quarterback? You could have stayed. You could have stayed the hell where you was at. That's what I be saying about Dabo. Dabo always say, "Why bring in somebody backup that ain't better than my starters?" Now if you gonna give me your starter, and he better than my backup, that's a difference. But you're not gonna bring me you gonna bring me your starter worse than my backup. I'm riding with my backup.
And now here's where, and I know I might get a lot of flack, but I gotta tell the truth. Here's where they were 1A, 1B, but check this out. Because of Mateer being from Little Elm, Texas, they started him in that Texas game knowing good and well he was not even close to being ready. Not even close to being ready. And you know what's so sad? That Texas team stood around just long enough to catch a couple of breaks that broke the game wide open.
I'll tell you the truth, Shane the devil. If they started Michael Hawkins, y'all probably would have been in the same position Ole Miss was in this year, playing against Miami for the championship. Or I think Michael Hawkins, Oklahoma defense probably beat
Thank you.
Indiana. Probably beat Indiana. Indiana hadn't faced nobody dynamic at quarterback. They went against Dante Moore with their electric arm, but a dual threat, they didn't see one.
Yeah,
You put a guy in there like Michael Hawker that run a 4.35 40 with an arm that can throw the ball 65, 70 yards down the field, and he accurate.
yeah.
Who playing with that?
And he, and the truth and chat, we're talking about. We got to tell the truth. We're not shying away from it. Here's the thing about um, helping us to understand. Now that you have that on film, and now the changes have been made, and Michael Hawkins go be great at West Virginia, but Arbuckle, you're on the clock, and in your OC, you're on the clock, and everything is the eye in the sky don't lie. And now you got to make a decision. You're at a fork in the road. If you stay with that same play style and that same scheme, we already seen the end result. It's time that you got to be honest and be truthful and answer the true deal and find a new way and make your adjustment.
Mhm. Well,
Auburn,
mhm.
Auburn, USC, Alabama, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, UCLA, Tennessee. I mean, we can keep going. Mississippi State, Arkansas. Just keep on. Let's just keep on going. Penn State. Like all these teams that should have been good wasn't really good on offense. All these teams that came in here with these dynamic play callers on offense sucked. But
Every one of
the team that came in here with hard nosed defensive minded head coaches, they went around and put offensive coordinators around them and let them do the calling. Successful. Steve Sarkisian probably one of the brilliant minds in football. His offense sucked.
mhm.
If he turned the play calling over to an offensive coordinator and then just assist the offensive coordinator, he'll have a whole lot less pressure on the team, probably flow better. Lane Kiffin is a difference. It can't everybody be Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, you're
Even with
right.
Lane Kiffin was calling the plays up to his offensive coordinator, Charlie White Jr., and he would tell him whether the play he wanted to run was right or wrong. Charlie White was calling them plays for the most part of Ole Miss. Lane was just there to, either yay or nay. Like Nick Saban was doing him when he was over there. Okay, I can deal with that. But Charlie Wyatt Jr. was doing the play call. When they forced Lane Kiffin out, and I really don't like when I be watching Ted show and Nick always just sitting down there and just be talking about Lane Kiffin quit on his team. I really don't like it because coaches don't quit on their damn team. Lane would have never walked away from Ole Miss. If they let Lane Kiffin stay coaching, they probably win the national championship. It's a difference in the mindset because Charlie Weiss was doing stuff against Miami that Lane would have corrected. Like, oh no, 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 no. He wouldn't have done it. They was punting on 4th and 1. Lane would have went for it. Like it's a different mentality as a coach. Lane is offensive guy. He always gonna say, my offense gonna beat your defense. Period. He don't care. And then if you stop me, my defense gonna stop your offense.
Mhm.
That's how he feel about it. All these coaches, man, and I'm telling you, I can tell you because I was one of them. You get stuck in your own ways, you get stuck in your feelings, and you don't want you know something ain't right. And what you just saying, man, in my offense, I'm gonna make this work. This gonna work because my guys are better than your guys, and you can clearly see that your guys are not better than the other guys across that field. Now you see in your brain when you realize that that defense is better than your offense, you gotta go in your bag and start doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
Can't continue doing the same thing. You gotta motivate your kids. You gotta walk down to that sideline and just motivate your kids. Get in their ear. You gotta cuss them out sometimes. I had to do it. Cuss them out bad. Say everything was, the B's and the H's and the SOBs and stuff like that. Well, I get in their deal. I got in them. I lit fire into them. But they know how passionate you are, and they gonna be passionate with you. But you laid back, and they see you ain't giving a damn. You just sit there taking them damn shots in the chin, and you laying down, like Nate Robinson when the kid laid him out on the floor and knocked him out cold, and he was just laying out there like a little church girl. You keep getting laid out like that. Them players walk to the sideline and seeing you just defeated. What you think gonna happen with them? They gonna be defeated. Everybody was raving about Kalen DeBoer in the Oklahoma game down 17-0, come back and win that game. They were raving about him, but I don't heard the story behind it. It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Tell the truth.
I don't heard the story behind it. It wasn't him. It was just kids that just didn't want to lose. I ain't going out there like this. Y'all some sorry son of a gun. You better stand the hell up. We going out this bitch and we gonna fight. And Kalen the Bull walks in the locker room from what I heard. They say, "All right, fellas, it's on you now. What are you gonna do? You gonna lay down or you gonna go down swinging?" But the guy was already pumped up in the damn way. And then they was pumping up with each other. And they said then he started getting animated when he realized how animated they were. And he started tearing into people. It took the players to tear into the folk before he tear into them. Man, be Kurt said Nitty. Be Curry Smart. Hell, be Mario Cristobal. Hell, you can goddamn be Mike Echo. Just eat them up. They want it. Hell, Bill Belichick get more damn out of his kid than damn we did. And he ain't have no team.
And check this out, what coach is saying. Listen to what Coach Stinetti said after winning the Natty. He said, I don't want to linger too long on that. It'll make me soft. That sounds like a Saban-esque type of statement.
Yep. Yep.
No coach you want to be soft, man.
Nobody.
You don't want to be deemed as a soft coach. You want to be player friendly, right? You want to be player essential. You want your kids to trust you, but you want them to trust you in all aspects. That he gonna put me in the right position. You're gonna train me in the right way. You're gonna protect me. Even when I'm wrong, you still gonna fight for me. But at the end of the day, you gonna be on my ass like my daddy should have been. And if you ain't on my ass like my daddy should have been, and I'm gonna run over you. I'm not gonna care about you. I'm not gonna push hard for you. You gotta ride them. These young men want aggression. They want somebody to be on their ass. They want somebody to hold them accountable. You don't hold these guys accountable, they gonna run over you, dog. They ain't gonna respect you. They ain't gonna play for you. They'll quit on you. You hold them accountable, you ride them, they gonna be like, he care about them. Some of them you got to let them know. Like some of them come from broken environments, and you're getting on them hard. They feel like you did respect them, so you're gonna have to sit them down and tell them like, if you see me talking to you, I care about you. If I don't say nothing to you, that's when you need to worry.
There
And
you
that's how
go.
I talk to kids. I said, bro, if you see me and I'm riding your ass, that's because I know you got potential in you and I care about you getting it out. But if you don't see me talking to you, you don't see me fussing with you, you better know that I don't have no thoughts about you being any goddamn help for me. I'll tell them,
Yeah.
look around. How many kids you see us not getting on? And they be going on the point. Okay, we already know that kid is here just to get a jersey. That he gonna outwork you, but we know he here to get a jersey. We already talked to that kid. We know that kid don't never want to go on that field and play not one snap. He only here for the jersey. So you gonna be here for the jersey, or you here to the grind. You got all the talent in the world. If I don't push it out you, it never gonna come out you. You want me to fail you, or you want me to help you? And they be like, I want you to help me, coach. Then get your ass out there and grind. And your ass ain't grinding, your ass running. So what you gonna do? I run your ass all damn practice. I run your ass till you throw up. Or you gonna get out there and you gonna run yourself on the field, learn this shit and get better. And then go out there and grind out. They go out there and grind out, give you every last inch of them plus two.
And see, for me,
You had
is I'm the same way. And not only that, I'm a film junkie. I'll come up, I'll break it down to where I'll get percentages of what they're gonna run. So when we actually need to make audibles and adjustments, I want you guys to go ahead and have enough know-how to make adjustments and say, hey, coach, I saw this, and I saw this little tweak that we had said. So I went with this play, and they run it and they stop it because I'm a defense coordinator. That's what I want to instill in my kids is I need them to be so in tune that if they see something, I need you to be an ambassador for our team, and I entrust you. And as long as you have studied, and I know I have signed off, and you have studied film, and you have become a film junkie like I'm trusting you. Because when you empower a kid, they'll run through walls. They'll do what's necessary because they're fully bought in, because you treated them like the soldier, the ambassador they are, and they show up for you. But if you don't ever push them or entrench them to go through the fire and be forged by that fire, then when that time comes, you're up here making the decision, but they don't know how to read a defense and understand, okay, coach, that play's not going to work because they're just showing it, but they're sitting on a certain thing.
Yeah. Listen,
Hey,
that's how I coach my position. Whatever position I was coaching, that's how I train them. I'll
yep.
be like, you watch the film and you tell me what you see, and then I'm gonna tell you what I see. And
There you
I'm
go.
watching film all the time. So I
Mhm.
asked you a question, hey man, what you saw last night? Did you watch the film? Yeah, coach, I saw it. What you saw? Well, coach, they line up in this, they line up in that. Most of the time they line up in this set, coach, and then they run this all that set. I said, but what happened when they run in that same set on play number this, that, and third? He said, oh yeah, they ran that quarterback keeper, and then they did that little rollback pitch. Okay, so we gotta make sure we know that what set what he was in, what would the running back line up at, how would the quarterback, what did the
There
quarterback
you
do to
go.
identify that he was gonna be able to pull that off. And most of my linebackers they were like, oh yeah, coach, he did this. I saw when he was checking, he checked the center, then he pointed at the safety. The safety slid across the field, and then they ran that little trick play. I was okay. So now we know what. Once we see that lineup, we gotta make sure our star dude does what. He gotta stay on that wide side of the field, coach. And I'm like, okay. Now
Yeah,
I got them looking at film and they telling me what they seeing on film. So
facts.
I didn't even have to break the film down. They will break the film down and tell it to me. And I'm watching the film and I'm seeing it, they seeing it, and now you sitting out here looking at when they identifying plays, and a lot of time, man, folk was mad at Christian Moore
Yeah.
because
Uh-uh.
he, he,
Uh-oh. Oh.
Breaking up, coach. He must be going through a zone. Y'all, Bishop just been some good gumbo this morning, man. Yes, sir.
But hey, Yeah, it's an echo.
Let me see something. How do we get the echo out?
This dance ain't for everybody.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
got
we're
you,
good. We're
Coach.
good. We're good.
Can y'all hear me?
We got you, Coach. Go ahead.
We got you, Coach. Finish up.
Yeah, so a lot of times they would get like the coaching staff with us, they would get mad at Christian because me and Christian would sit there 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and he'd watch film and then we'll break down the film 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So when Friday rolled around, he'll see that play. He'll know exactly what's coming and he'll blow the play up. And then they were like, "Oh, he out there playing selfish. That ain't part of the defense." And I'll be like, me and that kid watch film. When he saw what that play was, he already knew what time it was. He knew exactly what hole to hit. He knew what, what was gonna happen. You got a 3-yard tackle in the backfield, but you complaining. If a kid that damn smart learned watching film and he got identified plays, you should have been there watching film with him. And you should have had somebody else in the identifying plays with him. Instead of y'all complaining about the kid identifying plays and making the play, yeah, your ass maybe your ass need to watch film too.
Well, I'm gonna
That's
tell you
why I
what.
say there's levels to this. And when with my question, it was truly a gumbo because understand when you start breaking it down, both Oklahoma and Bama, they saw they had the answer, but so did the other teams.
Mhm.
And when you have that and you don't address it in the playoffs, it gets exposed. It just does. And it's a beautiful thing because now you know, hey, if you don't address it, it will get addressed. And so now when we are fans, now we understand they're not being tough on these kids when they win. They just see the tapestry of the foundation is blaring, and it's only so many times you could get around that system until someone knows how to force it. You know, force your hand, and then that's when you end up with 38-3 because you're not willing to make sure that doesn't become a deficit.
Well, I'm gonna put it tight. I'm gonna put it to you like
I tell
this.
you the old thing.
Go ahead, Coach. Coach,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said I'm gonna tell y'all the old thing. And I don't mean no harm, ladies. No harm at all. Coach, my first coach, when I started coaching, told me, he said, in the coaching, in the coach's room, when you're dealing with kids, you training your kid to be successful, or you training your kid to be failures. He said, most of the time, we shooting for success. He said, but in this industry, you play pussy, you gonna get fucked. And I said, huh? He said, you play pussy, you gonna get fucked. And he said, and the reason why I say that, coach, he said, if somebody tell you, or you run the same thing over and over and over and over again, and can't nobody stop it, you successful. You the one doing all the hunching. He said, but you keep running the same thing over and over again, and every time you run it, somebody stopped you. You ain't the one doing all the fucking. You the one getting fucked. And I said, why would you say that? He said, because anytime you run something that don't work, as a coach, you change it. You correct it. You go back to the drawing board and you fix the problem. You keep going in the hole. You keep going to the damn room with the same problem, you ain't never fixing. You just impacting on it. And what's gonna happen eventually? Either your team gonna quit. When your team quit on you, your school gonna quit on you. Your school gonna quit, your fans gonna quit, and everything you know, coach is gonna quit on you. And then you're gonna be out the door. He said, don't keep doing the same thing that ain't working. You new at the game. Find your sweet spot. You get good at that. And then once you get good at that, you keep on evaluating yourself and elevating yourself. And then you're gonna be great at a lot of things. He said, what you do best? I said, I'm a defensive mind. He said, well, you a defensive mind guy? You lock in on defense. Learn everything you can learn about defense. He said, because having a defensive mind, you still gotta learn. You gotta learn how to put it on the board. You gotta learn how to teach it to kids. And you can't do all that, and you're gonna fail. And I said, yes, sir.
Before we go further, good morning, DSGB, my brother representing them dogs out of Georgia. Martavius Heath, good morning to you. Jacoris, good morning to you. Brandon Brock, good morning to you. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for hanging in here with us. We got a few more minutes. Today is We Want to Know, or I Want to Know Wednesday. And we're just talking about some things we want to know. Our Gumbo Chefs, Coach Carl, Bishop Twister was here. He had to go to work. He had to go get that job done because you got to keep somebody happy. Anyway, but hey, we're just trying to make it happen for you this morning. But
You good?
we're just wanting to just some things we just want to know. And Coach Carl is just telling it like it is. And Coach Carl, wait a minute, Bishop,
I'm still here.
I
I'm
got to do
still
something,
here.
Bishop. Hold up, Coach Carl. I got to do
Hold
something.
on, coach.
I got to do something. Hold it. Wait a minute. Somebody just entered the chat, and I got to do this for them.
I'm fire. I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above, or sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm fire. I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above, or sizzling like a snare.
What's up? It is the one. It's the only C-Spot Comforters herself, Coach Carl Bishop. Welcome to the chat. It's Susan. That was for Susan right there. Good morning, Susan. Yeah, boy.
Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, Susan.
It's good morning, Susan. Now, Susan gonna coach. I know she probably gonna fuss me out about something. But Coach Bishop, Susan had a date the other day.
Go, girl. You go.
Oh boy.
Oh, I know
so
she hot. She hot.
Yeah, man. Susan had a date the other day. She gonna get me, Coach. I'm telling you now, she gonna get me. But she had a date the other day. She ain't told me how it went yet. And quite that's what I want to know on this. I want to know Wednesday. I want to know how Susan date went. Being messy again, Bishop. You know that.
Yeah, you are. You being straight messy.
I'm being messy this morning. You know, Susan. I told y'all I was gonna get you, Susan. She didn't run it by none of us. I had to find out on the sly because we were talking. I was in the grocery store getting something ready for Super Bowl, and then that's when she sprung this surprise on your boy. You know, talking about, I gotta go with a friend. Yeah, right. All right, and you say he's just a friend. Yeah, right.
So
Hey, Susan, ain't nothing wrong with that, Susan. Go on and get it in there, girl. You know how we do it. We know how we do it.
So you tell me Susan out here cheating on me?
See, I'm sorry, Susan. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You tell me Susan out here cheating on me?
Oh, Lord Jesus, here we go. Linda P, where you at when I need you, girl?
Uh-oh.
Linda P, Lord Jesus.
I'm about
Listen.
to come down the road. Okay, I'm about to head down the road with the police lights on.
Oh, Susan, you better get out of town. Take your friend with you.
I'm about to head down the road with the police lights on.
Take your friend with you. Linda P. Coach Carl said somebody cheating on you. You better go grab Susan. Get out of town. Get out of town real quick. Before we go any further, I don't know if y'all saw in the chat, Bishop, Coach Carl, but for those in the chat, A-Day has been set. A-Day has been set. April the 11th, I just got the alert from my Tide 100. A-Day has been set for April the 11th. More
Awesome.
details are forthcoming about the
Spring game, right?
the spring game, yes. So A-Day, so we will have A-Day this year. I'm not sure about the format, but according to Tide 100.9, just a couple of minutes ago, they've announced it that it will be April the 11th, and we'll send some more as other info comes. We'll send it on out. But Susan hit me to this now on the real deal, though. Susan, it better be the A-Day game. I'm with you, Stephen. I hope it is, and not that walking wounded thing that we saw last year. But we're gonna see. But Susan hit me to something last year, and me and my family got in on it. A couple of the other 401k crew members, and we went to A-Day, and we were in the zone, and we paid a little bit. We paid. I forgot how much money we paid to get in there. I don't think it was that much, but anyway, we got in the zone and we ate and we fellowshipped and we had a pretty good time. So if that goes around, if that happens again this year and everything, I'm going to bring that. I'm going to be talking about that, and we might go that route again. If we go that route again and everything, that's where Piano Man is going to be. And it's real nice up in that zone. Coach Carl will tell you it's real nice up in the zone. And we can go in there and just have a good time and watch the game from either we can watch it from the suite or from the zone there and watch it on the monitors, or you can step outside there and watch it from the end zone. And so there's a lot that be going on at A-Day. And so I'm with Stephen, though. I hope there is an actual A-Day game this time instead of this. In the words of JB, we're not going to discredit vanilla. So I'm not even going to say a vanilla scrimmage or a vanilla workout drill. I hope and pray that it is an actual game. And we literally will see. And I'm not going to speak on it too much today because I'm still waiting on something, Coach Carl. We're going to see an actual quarterback battle. Not given to anybody. You know, this, that, and the third. You're going to see a real battle between Russell and Mac. But you also have to throw in that there's a couple of other guys that's going to be playing. Jet Thamala's one. There's another guy coming in. So you're going to have a real quarterback battle on your hand. And so I think it's going to be real nice. Let me put this up in there. Hey, to my sissy Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? My sissy's in the house. And let me see here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Susan said this. Yeah, Piano Man, we can do that again. All you can eat. It was nice. So that came from Susan. Hopefully, Susan, if they do that again and everything, I will, the Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I will be there. But I just said all of that to say that A-Day has been set, Bishop and Coach Carl. A-Day has been set. But before we go, I want to go to the chat one more time. There were a couple. And there are a couple of questions. And I'm just going to go random right here. Here's LaToya. Let's go with Queen. Queen said, I want to know if our special teams will be better this season. Good question, LaToya. I want to know if the team just going to be better this year. Special teams and non-special teams. I just want to know, will Bama be better? Will Bama be better in this mentality? Now, I do know we have we went and got a kicker to add to the repertoire. So that's a good question. I don't know, Bishop, but that's a good question. A special team, either
Hey,
can
I don't take it for granted.
special teams can either win you games or lose you a game or
Lose
lose a game.
games.
They'll lose them. So that's a good question. Here, let me see what else. Jeff Stapleton said, I want to know, is the SEC taking out conference games? Bishop, you want to answer that one?
Nah. I know we added that the 9.
Yeah.
So what I would say is that no, they added more of us and less of the early schedule. It's one less game of the early
Yeah.
schedule.
Right. So I want to know if the SEC taking out conference game. Oh, I think we're trying to out of conference game. They're taking out. I think they are taking out more of the out of conference games,
Right.
and they added yes. And so if that's
I
what you're
agree with
asking,
that. Then
yeah,
okay,
agree
I
with that.
misunderstood.
And that's
Yeah.
yes, they did. They took out more of the out of conference game and added other conference game.
Okay, yeah.
Because one of the things that you do remember, Jeff, and this goes for everybody in the chat, that they added the teams that you're going to play your rivalry games or however they deem that. And remember, we're not going to be playing LSU every year, I think, but ours is going to be Mississippi State. You know, you had your teams like that. So that was just a prelude to what was to come. So there's going to come a time, I don't know how long it'll be, but there's going to come a time, Jeff, where really our schedule is going to be more SEC and very few, and I mean few, out of conference games, which leads me to this right quick while we're on that. But again, A-Day has been set. But I want to go to something else that I put up here that I had to talk about yesterday. And but here we go. Just right quick, Bishop. Let me get past my fishing stuff right here. Let me see, where is it? Where are you? Well, I guess I must didn't save it. But anyway, they were talking about, oh, here it is right here. Because of what Jeff is asking right here, check this out. In an article that I got from Recruits Alabama off of X, Twitter, and everything. This was trending yesterday, Bishop. Alabama will most likely cancel its upcoming home series with Ohio State. But now this was according to Paul Feinbaum. So remember what I'm reading now. This was coming from Recruits Alabama, and they're repeating something that Feinbaum said. This is largely because of the move from 8 conference games to 9 in the SEC. The Crimson Tide are scheduled to play the Buckeyes in 2027 and 2028. But Feinbaum says he sincerely doubts the Alabama game is going to happen based on what he's heard from Alabama's athletic director. Now, here's the funny part about that. Y'all, I am on different Alabama sites where I am connected with a thing called, and for those of you that are, you know exactly what I'm talking about, called Burn Notice. I have not heard any hint of this, but I would not doubt that it happens. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because of the out of conference. But anyway, he went on to say, he also mentioned that the Crimson Tide is in a shaky situation and that I ain't gonna read the rest of that foolishness because this is all this hearsay. We don't need to upset anybody, but the question is, would you like to see Alabama and Ohio State play each other in the regular season? All of this is speculation. All of this is speculation, but these are things that the media puts out. But even though this is Recruits Alabama, I give them their props. But Bishop, the possibility, that's the word that I want to use, of Alabama and Ohio State not playing their game, that's a strong possibility because of the 9-game schedule. And once again, I say, Greg Sankey, got duped
Yeah. Yeah.
into this foolishness.
Yeah. Because all it does is it furthers it allows each one of us to go through such a gauntlet that you're not going to come through unscathed.
Yeah, nobody.
You're just not. And then gone are the days of going 11-1. You be very fortunate to go 10-2. And you got to hit everything just right.
So just be on the lookout for that. They're going to be schedule changes, especially in the SEC for everybody because of this 9-game schedule. So that's the possibility of that Ohio State Alabama home and home series not happening. That's pretty much in the cards. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. But if it does, hey, we're going to line up and we're going to play. That's all it is to it. Which leads me to I Bleed. He said, I want to know if the boy has that dog in him or if he's a little pussycat. We'll see.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find out now. Yeah, you about to find out now. Jeff, that was I Bleed. Jeff, I got Jeff. I got Latoya. Here we go. As the world asks, I want to know why people are sleeping on Bama this year. I predict the Natty, we have the talent. As the world, I don't think people are sleeping on Bama. I think Bama has slept on themselves. And because of the way Bama has presented themselves as a team, as an organization, I think that's why a lot of people don't have a lot of faith in Alabama. And then because it's going to lead me to something that I'm going to say at the end, and that's about how we're going to end the show on something that's coming from the chat and everything. And so people are I don't think that they're sleeping on Bama. Jeff, Ask the World, I think where the issue comes in is that how people remember the last game of Bama and that 38-3 debacle that you had there against Indiana. I think that's where the issue is coming in with as it relates to Alabama. Not so much sleeping on them, but how they presented themselves. And like I said before, you cannot have going into week 12 with a week one
problem. Not only that, is just think about it. You did not score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And what that shows is that staff was ill prepared for that game.
Yeah.
And answer me this. Did Indiana do anything special? Anything trick plays? They just came lined up and played ordinary football. And they did it so good that they ran it over 51 times.
Say that last part again, Bishop. They did what over 51 times? Or 50
they
times?
Ran the ball 51 times.
They ran the ball. They ran the ball. No gimmicks, no gadgets, no gizmos. They just, you know what, Bishop, and I know some people might disagree with me, but hey, this is my opinion. Everybody wants to play chess these days. Whatever happens in good old-fashioned checkers game. Alabama was out there playing chess. Indiana beat them in a good old-fashioned checkers game. Simple football. You still have to use your brain. Even in a checkers game, you got to think. You got to think. The only difference between checkers and chess are the pieces and how the game is played.
Yeah.
And I got that. But checkers is just a simple game. But checkers you still have to use your brain. My dad wasn't no chess guy, but my dad would beat your brakes off in some checkers. And I was a pretty cool thinker. He outthought me. He watched my mannerisms. He watched me play how I played checkers game. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, you have the potential, but if this coaching staff doesn't answer those questions that arose off of this last season, and you
Move.
go with that same situation prevailing,
See,
then
Bishop, there you go. There you go. I didn't mean to cut you off, Bishop.
no.
It goes back to what you asked earlier, though, sir.
Yeah.
Are you bought in as a coach? Have y'all bought into your own system? Have you bought into it? Are y'all on the same page? Why are you expecting the team to be on the same page and you're not as a coach? Because that's what it looks like. The product, Bishop. The product.
And I like that. I like for the individuals got some truth in it. Only if you go and you realize that, hey, we missed the mark. We now know we got to go back and we got to implement a running. Here's the funny thing about it. It's not that they didn't implement a running game, but did they believe wholeheartedly? And that is the foundation to a winning a natty, because their offensive coordinator scheme showed different. When you got a 4th and 1 and you got Daniel Hill in the backfield and you only need 1 yard.
It's 1 yard.
Just 1 yard.
One.
And I get it that you have been having success with Bernard, and hey, that's a choice you made. But when the Indiana was so ready that they were waiting on him to come to the other side, that's a problem, because you gave them the answer to the test and you didn't make no alteration. You didn't even, it would have been nice if, okay, hand it to Bernard and then Bernard handed to Daniel. The key was they were sitting on that play, and you told them they were right. And that just goes back to preparation. Seize the moment, enter into that game knowing that, hey, it comes down to fundamentals. Like I was sharing with you before the playoffs started, you got 12 games. There's nothing new you're going to bring to the table. Now it comes back to fundamentals. Are you going to pay attention and pass your exam by making sure that you stay physical at the point of attack? And when you got the chance to show your dominance, are you willing to step up and do the little things correctly?
And so, as the world, I don't think people are per se sleeping on Bama. I think that people are just tired of the fact that, we do have the talent, but are they adjusted? Have they adjusted to the scheme of things? And so the last that I saw Alabama was a 38-3 shellacking, which actually could have been much worse. Indiana called the dogs off, and it could have been much worse. So that's just I want to know. But Bishop has answered the question that are the coaches bought in? Do you believe?
Yeah, and I answer that for both universities, because like I said, I started off with us. Because it's easy to, as a fan, I want to say I don't like you. I want to say, yeah, we got what it takes, but do you have the mindset of a natty team? Do you, when you're forged by fire, do you make the necessary adjustments and realize, you know what, we missed the mark? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the drawing board, and we're going to go back to fundamentals. And we're going to make sure we do implement running the ball. And when we see we have success, we're going to stay with it. That's the difference of what got exposed in the playoffs this past year, is that both universities got exposed because they didn't believe that they could, or their OC was so pass happy that they were using the run to set up their passing game, but not realizing that the running game is what allows you to take control of the game.
So we're going to see. We're going to see.
But hey, appreciate you.
Yeah. Stephen here said, I want to know why the pros still stand on kickoffs. Injuries.
Yeah,
Injuries.
and you know what? I'm glad you said that, because the simple fact is, I'm so glad that the college game hasn't adopted that. Don't adopt that college game, please don't.
And when you adopt that college game, I'm done. We're gonna change the whole format of everything, because that don't even look right. That doesn't even look right.
It's yeah. But hey, much love to the chat. You guys were awesome today.
Yeah.
I think you stumbled on something to where they're more in tune, and I think this would be a nice segment throughout this.
I want to know Wednesday.
Yeah.
Shucks. I want to know Tuesday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I want to know, we the people, but we want to know. And we got one more, Bishop.
Go ahead.
And here's where we're going to end it right here. Where did it go? Here we go. Double A said, Piano Man, like I told you, when Coach Saban departed the SEC, he left it on life support. This is how I'm going to end the show. Remember, I asked I want to know, Bishop, was, has the Big Ten replaced the SEC? Yeah. What Double A is saying right there is actually true. When you talked about the SEC, basically, the first name that came up was Nick Saban. Yeah. Not just per se Alabama, but Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Nick Saban, yes, he was the coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, but Nick Saban was the spokesperson for the SEC, not just for football, but for everything. Baseball, basketball, track, gymnastics. Nick Saban was an SEC guru. He knew the ins and the outs of the SEC, and he loved it. And it was Nick Saban, just his presence, just his grit, just his knowledge, just his wisdom, but most of all, but his love for the game, his love for college athletics. When he left, Bishop, you remember when Kobe Bryant lost his life, and Michael Jordan was eulogizing him? Yeah. Michael Jordan said something. He said, when Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died. When Nick Saban retired, coach, a piece of me retired right along with him. Yeah. Why do I say that? It's because, no disrespect to anybody else, Kirby Smart don't even bring that same presence for the rest of the SEC like Nick Saban did. And so when she says he left it on life support, this is the thing about on life support. There are two instances, either that you're on life support because there's certain body parts that's got the potential, but how bad do you want it? Yeah. Or are you on life support because now you're just trying to be kept breathing until your family can come see you, but once they take that life support off of you, that's it. The question is, SEC, are you on life support? Are we on that life support part where we want to wake up and we want to fight and we want to get better? And now we're talking football-wise now. Yeah. Or are we on that life support that we're just trying to wait till the rest of the family gets there and come see you and say your final goodbyes? I tend to think that let's do Coach Saban a solid right here. And let's fight. And let's get back on. And now I'm talking to Alabama. I'm talking to Oklahoma. I'm talking to Vanderbilt. I'm talking to Georgia. I'm talking to Texas. I know that we're all rivals with each other against each other, but
Right.
as a conference, we've got to take our rightful place back, especially in football, basketball. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
But when we talk, but when we're dealing football, okay, they're making us play each other. Go out there, and in the words of Stephen Hicks, show who's superior. That's what it boils down to. And right about now, the Big Ten and all of his allies are saying, we running that. And the SEC, bunch of frauds, this, that, and the third. Let's show them who's real. Let's show them who's real.
Wait a minute. Then that would prove documentation be conversation.
Every time. Every time.
It's time. And remember what I told you guys in the chat, and this is my last thing is this year, I said for our university, it's time to be forged by fire. Because you're gonna pay attention and make the necessary adjustments. Otherwise, you're gonna be repeating or being more exposed than you were this year.
And Bishop said something the other day, and I'm going to echo what he said, and we're going to get out of here. Diamonds are not just something pretty on the shelf, but diamonds are forged by coming out of the heat of the dirt. Gold is formed by coming out of the heat of the fire.
Yeah.
Champions are crowned when they're forged by fire. So it's time for, I'm going to talk from a Bama perspective. It's time for Alabama. And Bishop could say it about Oklahoma. Whomever else is on you, whoever else team is in the chat and you're representing your team, it's time for you to say, either we're forged by fire or we're just a bunch of frauds. That choice is up to you. Bama, hey, it's gauntlet time. It's time to be forged by fire. Fire don't feel good, but at the end, when you come out as pure gold. And what the fire does, it gets the impurities out the way. So don't be afraid of the fire. Let's jump in there. Because I'm going to tell you what, I want to come out as pure gold, Bishop. That's what that's all about. And that works in any aspect of life. So, Bama fans, let's get ready. Hold our team accountable. Hold their feet to the fire, if you will.
There it is.
Hold their feet to the fire. Hold their feet to the fire. We demand, now I'm talking to Bama fans now, we demand excellence.
There you go.
We demand excellence. And with that being said,
salute. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom to you, Bishop. Just stay focused. Remember to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ.
Can I do something today?
Go ahead.
I want to do something. Lord, I just give you praise, glory, and admiration for each one of these individuals in this chat. And Lord, that your dunamis power of blood reigns supreme and wrap around them and seize their moment. This is their due date moment. This is their promotion. This is everything that you've been seeking. For this is the day that you have raised us and that you give us the opportunity to be together and to yield and yearn through your fire test. And that let us be a better United States of America because we're willing to come to the table and speak about those things to be able to heal. And so we lay it on your altar in this day. And I thank you that we are now walking in the full blessing of your majesty and your majestic love. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Shalom be unto you, and the Lord bless you and keep you, and may his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and may his face always be turned your way. All right. And so just hey, man, this day he's made. Hey, man, just go do your thing. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. And remember, God loves you. We love you. The Gumbo Chefs love you. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Twister. Thank you, Coach Carl. I saw B Sharp in the chat. That's my dog, y'all. Thankful for all of y'all in the chat. Hey, go do your thing today. And listen. Piano Man don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, y'all have a great day. And the kitchen is closed. The chefs have left the building. And Piano Man is out of gumbo. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll come back tomorrow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up, Bishop. We got a disgruntled person. We will not leave on the disgruntledness. Hold up.
What's up?
Okay, Susan said, okay, where did I see it? Susan,
What did she say?
forget you, Susan.
Got you. Good job, Susan. Good job.
Forget you, Susan. Wait a minute, Susan. Forget you, Susan. We just came out of prayer, and here you gonna be a messy. Forget you.
Hey, y'all got he was eating that gumbo. He got lost in the sauce, didn't he?
You faked me out that time, Susan. That's okay. Forget you. All right. That's our show for today. Susan got me. Okay, you got me back, Susan. Did you cook the pie though, Susan? Now.
Exit stage left. Hey, we appreciate you. Much love.
I got you. We love y'all. Shalom. Now back to what I was saying. The kitchen is closed. The chefs are gone. Piano Man is straight out of gumbo. My water glass is empty, and Piano Man is out. Y'all have a great day and roll tide, and we'll see you tomorrow.